Hey, good morning, my lovely little friends. How are you guys today? Good? I'm good too. I'm here at my house again. I love that the days are getting longer, and so when I wake up in the morning to get ready for my day, it's not dark anymore. And today it's sunny, and it looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. So I'm looking forward to maybe doing some walk for PE or bike ride or something like that with my kids. I've got stuff for us today. I've got things that need to be cut out. I have a certain little boy who got one of these in the mail yesterday, and he's not as excited because he watched me write them all, but I hope you got one too. So since it's L week, I would like you to use the envelope and write me back. And there's a paper in there too. So I already gave you one that has a stamp on it right here. So you can write to me, put it in there, drop it in the mail, have mom or dad help you. And I'd love to hear you what your answer is to the question that I wrote you in your letter this week. So it's Tuesday, April 28th, 4-28-20. If we look at our pattern after our blue as you color in your calendar math, or after our rain clouds, if we're just looking at the pattern on here, what always comes after those rain clouds is a green, and it's a green rain boot. So here's my green rain boot for the number 28. Then, if I'm counting how many days smarter I am, 144 was yesterday. So if I add one more, I would be at one group of 100. That's almost like one big mat, like we talked about yesterday. Then I have 4 groups of 10. These are kind of like my tall skinnies that we talked about yesterday too. So 140, and then these straws are kind of like the bits that we used yesterday for math. They're the same thing, just a different shape. 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. 145. If we were writing it on our number line, that would be a different color. Remember how we made our 5s in blue? Was it blue? I think it was blue. And we did our 10s in red at the end. 145 days smarter. If you missed our Zoom yesterday when we talked skinnies and bits with math, I'm going to put the link for you with this email, and it's a private link, so not everybody can see it, just our little class. So 145 days smarter. Your password is have, H-A-V-E, have, H-A-V-E, have. Remember, it's not a magic E-word. Even though it looks like it, it's not a magic E-word. We don't say have. Then our our memory verse is 1 John 4:7. Let us love one another, for love is of God. Let us love one another, for love is of God. Let us love one another, for love is of God. Let us love, let us love, let us love. Are you loving your family well? Are you being kind? Some days it's hard at my house, even for me. And that's how we can be Jesus to our family right now, is how we love one another. Okay, so there you go. There's all my stuff. My digraphs are up there. We're going to work on digraphs today in our Zoom call. Let me go through and show you what I've got for you today. Have, not have. I did my Monday one, but look, I need to do my Tuesday still too. Calendar math, keep going on this. Keep rolling your dice. Be honest about your dice rolling, please. Then here is a have practice. I have a practice sheet for you today. So you're gonna write it, trace it, write the word, have, cut out the letters at the bottom of the page and mix them up. So here's your letters down here, cut them out, mix them up, see if you can glue them in to spell the word have, and read the sentence. Write it again. And this says write your own sentence with the word have. So think of something. I have Jesus in my heart. I have a brother and a sister. I have a mom and dad. Okay. Then for reading today, I'm going to change it up a little bit, get you off the screens a little bit today is the goal of this. This is a reading packet, and it's got 4 stories in it. So I don't want you to do all 4 today. I'm just asking for you to do 2 today, and then 2 later this week. And so your job is going to be to read the sentences over here. This little story, this one's about a ladybug. And then it's got some questions over here to see if you can remember what you were reading. Now, if you read it one time, and then you don't quite remember because you're working so hard to sound out the words, that's okay. Read it again so that then your brain starts thinking about what the story is really about and not so much what the words, how to read the words. So you might have to read it a couple times, and that's okay. That's part of learning, it's part of making your brain strong. So you're gonna read about our ladybug, then answer the questions, and you don't have to write the answers here, you just have to circle the little letter of which one it is. Kind of like on our math test, we just fill in a little bubble. You don't have to write the answer. So this is the same thing. We're just gonna circle the letter though. It's not a bubble, okay? So you've got the ladybug, and this one's called Bugs in a Jar. They're kind of like spring stories. I thought they were kind of fun for today. Then when we meet together on our Zoom today, we're gonna talk about phonics. So look, I wrote myself a little phonics note on here so I didn't forget. We're gonna talk about the CK digraph, which we talked about a little bit yesterday morning. We're gonna talk about double digraphs. I don't know how many of you found the double digraphs in those purple words yesterday. And then we're also going to do this worksheet together. So you don't have to do it by yourself. Bring it to our Zoom and we'll do this one together. The other thing to be ready for our Zoom, you do need your digraph chart again, and then look on the back, see if you can have someone help you write the CK spot for a digraph, and then 2 digraphs, that's our double digraph. So we're gonna see if we can do some more word sorting and adding to our chart. Now, if your chart is already full, it's okay to make another one. They're not too hard. Okay, awesome. So that's our phonics. And then for math today, it's you know, like one of my favorite food groups. You guys know how I feel about cookies and ice cream. I gave you these papers that look like this. Look, do you know what shape that would be? It's a cone. You're right, like last week. These are scoops of ice cream, but look, the scoops have skinnies and bits on them. So your job, maybe ask mom or dad to help you real quick. They're stacked up pretty nicely. You can kind of cut around them. You're gonna cut out the cones, 24, 55, 14, and then you're going to move around the scoops of ice cream. Every ice cream gets a double scoop, because why not? You're gonna get a double scoop. So you need to have a scoop of bits. Oh, there's a skinny. So you're gonna try to build an ice cream cone with your skinnies and your bits. Now what's kind of funny is I don't think that I have the bits to make the right cone today. Look, I have a 14, so there would be my skinny, because that's a group of 10. So here's my group of 10, but how many ones would I need? I need 4. This is 3, so that doesn't work. It looks close. This number though would only be 13, and I need 14. See how that works? So you don't have to glue them together because we're gonna use them a few different times. It's kind of just a math game. If we were at school, I'd have them out as a game for you. So that's your ice cream skinnies and bits today. So go ahead and help get those cut out, or have mom or dad do a quick cut on them for you too. So that's what I've got for you today. I look forward to seeing you on our Zoom call. I know you're gonna have a great day of learning, and I wish I could just squeeze you. So I'll give you a big air hug for you, and I look forward to seeing you on our Zoom call.